Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Today in today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about Peter Monn. He's getting himself into a little bit of some controversy. I don't really know how warranted this controversy is. I'll preface this entire video by saying this, but Miss Kitty has been hard at work. She found out some tea. She wants to share it with you guys because she has some opinions on it too. Peter Monn is out and about. He's walking. He is out doing stuff with his partner Alex, and that's a very, very good sign considering the severity of the accident that he was recently in. But people always find a way to say something. I know, Miss, I'm telling him right now, baby girl. I'm telling him what you told me. Miss, I'm already telling him what you told me about the people that are hating on Peter Monn and that are coming after Peter Monn for being at this exhibit. Miss, I'm getting to that part, Miss. You gotta let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. She's got a lot to say. She already told me everything when I walked in the door from work. I've been at work all day. This is my 10-minute makeup look. A good 13 hours later. So what do you think of that? Miss, I am sorry. Okay, I know they don't want to hear about my makeup look, and I'll get to the tea. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Can you listen to this? I can't. Okay, you guys, I think Miss Kitty is getting kind of a big head. I think she's getting a big head. I think she knows, you know, she's in charge of the tea. The people love her and they come to her for the tea. I think her head's getting a little big. So I'm gonna have to reel it, and you have to reel it in, sister, okay? It's time to reel it in, sister. Remember who's in charge here, okay? It's time to remember who's in charge here. It's always, remember, Miss, you can be the drama princess, but you always gotta remember who's the drama queen, okay? You can be the princess of drama, but you always remember who's the drama queen. I'm the queen of the drama in this household, Miss. You try to bring it all you want to. Just remember who the queen is, okay? Anyway, you guys, if y'all want to hear more about this stuff with Peter Monn, make sure that you keep on watching. Under control over here, you guys. I'm so sorry. She loves it so much. She's saying hi. She's saying, Mama, you've been out and about filming videos, and you know the people want to hear the tea from me. I don't know why you insist on filming your videos in the car and stuff when you know people want to hear the tea from me, Miss Kitty. They don't want to hear it from you. They want to hear it from Miss Kitty. They want to hear it from me. And I get it, Miss. I'm telling them right now, okay, baby girl? You guys, so when I first heard this tea, I was a little confused, but also super excited because the tea was that Peter Monn had been spotted out at this lume, or I don't know, you guys. I'm not from Indianapolis. I don't know how you pronounce the name of this this museum or whatever, but it's this museum that they have in Indianapolis, or like this place where they do like exhibits and stuff in Indianapolis. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but they do different exhibits that are multi-sensory exhibits, right? So, and the one that's going on right now at this exhibit is actually the Van Gogh immersive experience that I actually went to when it was here in Houston in November. I'm gonna put some pictures up here so you can see that. It was such a good time. I had a fantastic time. You were just transported into this world of Van Gogh. I learned so much about Vincent Van Gogh in this exhibit. It was beautiful. It was such a modern take on art that I really enjoyed. At the end, there was a virtual reality experience that you could pay extra to do, and my friend group and I did that, and that was incredible. And it really did kind of, I know it's in the title, but it really did immerse me in the world of Vincent Van Gogh and kind of put you in his mind and all of that. And it was a really, really good time. So it looks like Peter Monn went to, it looks like the same exhibit that they're actually doing in Indianapolis right now at this museum. And I'm not sure if this place always does stuff like this, or if it's just something that's traveling in town right now that he went to. Regardless, he went to it, okay? It looks like the same one. There's a picture of him and Alex there, and a lot of people, or not even, you know what, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say a lot because it wasn't a lot. There were a couple people on Twitter that had some stuff to say about this. I mentioned it in my live stream last night, but some people were kind of calling him out, you know, and saying that it was irresponsible and a bad look for him to be seen at this exhibit, which is a multi-sensory exhibit that has a lot of lights and that could cause certain people with health conditions to experience an epileptic seizure or whatever. And there's different things like crowds and lights and all of that, okay? And some people were calling him out saying, wow, this is not a good look, Peter, that you just had this accident and now here you are, you know, recently recovered at an exhibit that has a warning on it, or like that has the lighting and stuff that could possibly potentially cause an epileptic seizure for somebody. People were calling him out on that. Now, I didn't initially make a video when I first found out this tea because, first of all, I didn't see any proof that he was actually there. I was like, did you just see somebody who looked like him? Like, how did you find out this tea? Did you see him personally? But then I got the receipt today from one of you guys. Thank you so much for sending me the tea. You told me that you sent me the picture of him and his partner Alex at this experience. And that's when I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is the Van Gogh thing. I went to that when it was here in Houston. Now, I think my overall take on this is that, like, you guys, I want to speak very carefully on this because I don't want to downplay the situation that happened with Peter Monn and the life that was lost in that accident. I'm in no way trying to downplay the severity of that or make it seem like that doesn't matter. I'm also very happy to hear, I'm very happy to hear and to see that Peter is up walking around doing his thing out in the world, right? I just don't know how appropriate it is for the general public, the gen pop, if you will, as I like to call it, to be commenting on him being out here and doing these things. Now, I understand that it could be seen as a bad look to be seen at something like this. Now, while this Van Gogh experience, if you've been to this thing in your city, leave it in the comment section down below and let me know your thoughts on this. But based on my experience at the Van Gogh thing, and I'm prefacing this by saying I am not somebody who experiences seizures. I am not somebody who experiences health issues like Peter Monn apparently does, or that or has ever had an issue with anything like this, nor am I close to anybody who has something like this, so I don't know a lot about it. But I feel like this exhibit, while somebody that might be very hypersensitive to these things, it could possibly cause a health concern. It is my personal opinion that the show is put on in a way that is not, that is more, it's more like watching a movie than it is a bunch of flashing lights and an experience that I would, in my honestly low-key uneducated mind on this topic, think would cause an epileptic seizure or a seizure of any kind. The lights and stuff move for the most part pretty gracefully. The only thing is that it literally is an immersive experience, and so you are surrounded by it on the ceiling, on the walls, everything around you, on the floor. It's all very much that. But it moves in such a graceful, slow, easy, transitionary, very, very artsy transition way with like nice calming music that when I was there and went to this exhibit myself, I don't think that it would be a cause for harm for most people, even if that person has history of seizures and things like that. That is my personal opinion, and it is honestly a little bit uneducated, and I'm letting you guys know that right now. For me, it would be the equivalent of going to the movie theater. And actually, with some movies, I think you would have a bigger chance of having something like that happen because of the lights and all of that than this Van Gogh immersive experience that it looks like Peter Monn went to at the lume, whatever, in Indianapolis. That's just my personal opinion. It just is what it is. For me, it would be the same thing as watching the television. I'm watching a big screen TV, going to the IMAX theater at the movie theater. And even then, with certain films, I think that you might be at more of a risk. Just my personal opinion. Now, but I don't want to downplay that, because some people could see it as insensitive that he went there, having just had this accident that ended up causing someone to lose his life. And I don't want to downplay that, because that's not, I mean, that's obviously very serious, and Peter's dealing with that. But I think that the overall thing, the way that I feel about it, is that I'm like, okay, cool. He's out and about and he's doing stuff. He's on the road to recovery. And you can't stay locked in a box forever after something bad happens to you. You have to get up, you have to keep going, and life moves on. Life moves on. And unfortunately, even if in this horribly tragic situation that someone lost their life, despite that, Peter's life has to go on. And he has to be able to go out there and live his life and experience life with his partner and see beautiful things and be out in the public and do things and come back to YouTube and have a career and all of it. He has to do that, because he can't just shut everything down once something tragic happens. It's just not, you can't do that. So with as much sensitivity as possible that I can express to this situation, because you know the family, you know, of the life lost, they're not pressing charges. They have every right to feel whatever they want to. People have whatever people want to feel about anything regarding this situation, the accident, the tragic accident that happened with him. They have the right to feel, okay? But I think that in this case, I don't think that Peter Monn is the type of guy, and I think that we've seen this throughout his years on YouTube, that would put himself in a dangerous situation like this. I don't think he would have gone if he would have thought that it would be a dangerous situation for him health-wise, when he just had an incident that was so terrible. It just doesn't make sense that he would put himself in that situation knowing that. And I'm sure he did his due diligence and did his research. And if the case is that he didn't, and he just went to have a good time and he didn't know what he was really in for or whatever, my personal opinion is that that exhibit is not one that poses a danger to most people with that condition. And that is, like I said, an uneducated opinion, because I don't know much about this, but just based on what I see. It's very graceful, very like slow moving, all of that. It wasn't like a rave or like a concert or something crazy. You know, it's not like an EDM like show or something. Like, it's not like that, with like the flashing lights and like the strobe light. It's nothing like that. So, and again, that might be an uneducated comment that I just made on that, because I really don't know, but just my personal opinion. But I don't know, you guys. So during this video, I rolled a little bit of footage from the Van Gogh experience, from their website, and I showed you some pictures and stuff. What do you think? Do you think? And I wish I had the IG stories from when I went to this thing, because it was so, like, I had so much footage that I could have put in this video if I still would have had those IG stories, but I don't have them. I deleted them, or they didn't save because they were part of my story. But I don't know, you guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that Peter probably should have steered clear of this event? Or do you think that if you've been to it, do you think it was probably okay? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. I think overall my opinion is that I'm happy to see him out and about. I'm happy to see him out and about in the world, focusing on healing and moving forward with the situation, with everything that happened and with his life. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how tragic the situation that happened with him was, we have no choice but to keep moving and to keep our lives going. And you can't hide forever. You can't not experience things for the rest of your life just because something tragic happens, unfortunately. It's just the way that we have to keep moving forward. We have to heal and move forward. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that this doesn't come off as insensitive to the family. I hope it doesn't come off as insensitive or hateful towards Peter. I wanted to share my thoughts on this with you guys, because I don't know. I don't think that it was right to kind of attack Peter or say that it was in poor taste that he went to this thing. That's just my personal opinion though. I don't know. That's what you guys come here for, is my opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's totally cool. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it. But that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.